We are live. We are also direct in the building with Michelle Hoffmann leading us on She Leads, She Sells on the art of relationshiping, attracting the right professional, personal, and intimate relationships in order to supersede your potential. She discovers the path to happiness through stronger personal connections to help individuals, corporate couples, and corporate to build that lasting love that enriches every part of their lives. With her, you don't second guess the conversations. You step into the higher standards of creating boundaries, attracting people who are emotionally available. And the good news is it doesn't have to be the way it is. It is a skill gap that can be learned. She leads, she sells. Michelle Hoffmann, London to San Francisco in the cyber building.
In the house.
Yes.
Jay, I'm super excited to be here with you. And I just got a text from another client who has found the right partner for them.
Look at
And
this.
man, woo, that I get to be a catalyst to actually helping people go from alone and siloed and lonely and, just like frustrated with the whole dating scene and wondering if they should just live their life alone, sick of being the third wheel, to like, I can't even imagine life without my partner. Together, we make all of the greatest decisions. We share life's challenges as well as life celebrations as we support one another and enjoy life together. I'm like, yes. Yes.
Love your energy, loving the results, because that's, you know, women lie, men definitely lie. Results don't lie, do they, Michelle?
I want to give a shout out. I think that people lie because they want to give the answer that they think somebody wants to hear. And people have asked me, what's the biggest mistake in the dating world? And it is exactly just that. People don't know how to represent themselves authentically and genuinely in a way to attract the right somebody to come to them who will love them authentically and genuinely for who they exactly are. And we're so busy putting on the sparkly airs and the, well, what do I need to do or say to get attention and be enough or be lovable, that we are misrepresenting ourselves. And then what happens? What's the biggest frustration that we hear about people who go on dates with someone they haven't been referred to by a friend or met organically in the wild, is they aren't who they thought they were. Because it's not their fault. They're trying, but they're trying to get attention by being the sparkly object to attract attention. And that's not actually what we want. Do you know what we want? Connection.
Oh.
Very different thing. So yeah, you're right. It's not, it's not their fault. I'm going to forgive them, but I also want to help everybody represent yourself in a way that is authentic and genuine so that somebody falls in love with authentic, genuine you. Because how long can you keep that false sense of what you think somebody else might like up? That falls.
Amazing. Who do you serve typically? I mean, I'm guessing it's mostly women, correct? No?
Incorrect.
Wow. Is it 50-50 or?
It's, well, it sort of balances back and forth, but for the most part, it's 50-50.
Okay.
So because the real men want to be in real relationships as well. And people are like, oh, there's no good ones left. Yes, they are. They come to me to go, oh my God, why can't I find the right love of my life who actually wants to be in love with me and partner with me in a way that we can share life's adventures together? And I hear the men just want somebody who's young and beautiful and wealthy and da da da. And so then the women feel like they're not enough because they're not attractive enough, young enough, pretty enough, high up enough on the social hierarchy. Enough, enough, enough. And then the other side of that is I hear, oh my gosh, women just want a sugar daddy, or they think, I'm not tall enough, or I'm not wealthy enough, I'm not handsome enough, I'm not accomplished enough. Enough, enough, enough. When people are looking for women and they say, I want someone beautiful, that's not actually what they're looking for. They're looking for health. They want someone healthy to partner with. And when on the other side of that coin, when they say, oh, I want somebody wealthy, that's not what they're looking for. They're looking for somebody who's capable. So a really, really wealthy man has shown he's capable to accomplish and attain a certain wealth level.
Hmm.
But if you are looking for somebody who is a handyman, they're capable also. So it's really, we're looking for health and capability, not beauty and wealth. But you got to kind of dig down to figure that out. Um, and everyone's like, oh, I don't want a nurse and I don't want a purse because I don't want anyone dragging me down with them. So that's some of the stuff I teach, how to be relationship ready so you can identify someone else who's relationship ready and you won't get into a relationship with someone who's going to drag you down. But yeah.
Yeah.
there-
Um, Let me know in terms of how are you getting visible. I see your gorgeous website. I really love that. You put a lot of work into that. How do you get visible to be found by the people that want to partake in your work?
Well, thank you for asking that question. Most of my clients come to me through referral because they see their friends going, what's just changed? What has happened? Because you seem more self confident. You are trusting yourself. You seem more valuable. You seem more interesting and you seem more interested. And now you're going out with this person who's like, how did you find them? And I get to go to a lot of weddings and things now too. So, most of my referrals come to me through, or most of my clients come to me through referrals. That said, I also offer many, many free events, workshops, master classes. I do a lot of collaborations with colleagues and coaches because the art of relationshiping is about all relationships. The relationship with your inner voice, the relationship with your physical self, the relationship with your family, parent-child relationship where you're the parent, parent-child relationship where you're the child, your children, your family, your community. I also started out doing business consulting and relationshiping for professionals. So your relationship with your career, the workplace, your colleagues, your clients, it's all about relationships, and all relationships follow the same cycle from chemistry to casual to commitment. And so, where do people find me? You can find me at theartofrelationshipping.com and just press the golden button and schedule some time on my calendar. And we'll talk. I will actually try to help you in that time that we share together. And then I can also invite you to the programs that I've got. I've got one on one coaching and I've got the most beautiful group coaching. So it's one, there's several people in the group. People are meeting each other in the group.
Wow,
Hello.
amazing.
And they're meeting each other based on the right things, not just do you like hiking and pizza, but the things that I teach are how do you what kind of person are you and what are the personality traits? What value do you bring to a relationship? And what personality traits and values would you like to invite into your life in a way that would make a relationship easy and fun so that when you look at one another, it's viscerally exciting and the chemistry is Shazam, wow. And to do that, you also need to align core values and lifestyle priorities and circumstances. But those are the things that I help people determine. Like, how do I find that out about somebody? What do I ask them? What do I observe? And what kind of person would be right for you right now in your life? And nobody teaches this stuff before me unless you had really good role models and you just figured it out. How do you know this? Because the dating rules of engagement have changed and this is how to do it. I've got the secret sauce. So come to my free meetups at the Art of Relationshiping. You can schedule time on my calendar. You can talk to people who have already, if you know someone who I've already worked with who's super happy, you'll know it. I have a new book coming out called Find Love Now. And, TBD, I'm working on a dating site that works on all the right kinds of things so that you're meeting real people real time.
Amazing. Tell me about the process for writing the book. How long has that taken you? When is it out?
Well, it's funny that you ask, and I'm going to be honest, it's taken a lot longer than I thought it should. Because it's my fourth book and these other books keep superseding it. But
Uh-huh.
it's already been picked up by a publisher. I've already walked the red carpet for it. Um, it will be in my editor's hands in the next couple of weeks. So it is on the way to book launch team, where I really need people to be early readers and make sure it's sending the message right and there's everything spelled right, and if, reviews and that kind of stuff. So that will be the process that's next before it's available everywhere books are sold.
Amazing. I mean, in terms of what's the foundational line point behind it, I'm actually finishing off my first book myself. Yeah, it's called The Whiteboard Methodology to Do with Sales. And I guess the angle in that book is live demonstration beats
Mm,
explanation.
yeah,
That's the sort of world that we're in right now. So it's proof over promises. How
right.
about in your book in terms of what's the premise there?
So, like you're saying, show them more than tell them, sounds like.
Correct. Yeah.
Um, in my book, what I really want to do is walk the journey with my reader and say, here's where you're at now. And, the challenges that you've been facing, that you're either on the heels of heartbreak due to, like myself, I'm a widow. I never intended to be back in the singles market again. Um, it may be that you're on the heels of heartbreak because of a divorce, and that is moving through grief of the relationship you thought you should have had, or the one that thought you were getting into, which you've invested years of your life. And divorces are costly financially, emotionally, years of your life that you don't get back.
Okay.
Or if you've never even been in the right relationship because you didn't know the steps to get there.
Hmm.
So, Find Love Now is all about helping you go from where you are now to no longer being the third wheel, knowing that you can understand who you are in the world. I call that your personal profile. From that, we assess what I also then deem your dating profile. Like, what is appropriate to share with someone in a way that you're sending the messages to attract the right kind of people to you who are right for you, and
Hmm.
that the others will self select out,
Yeah.
but there's an art to that. And then how do you identify that they're the right one for you and know how to let them know you're the right one for them, to set the foundation of a solid relationship from the very beginning? And you're going to know before you even, get dressed to go out on a date and meet them in person if they're potentially the right kind of person. And like I said, it all goes from chemistry to casual to commitment. And if we were doing this like on a date, the chemistry portion of a relationship is so exciting. It's literally changes the chemistry in your body when you're thinking about what life might be or what the experience might be. And then, you get the dopamine hits, what encourages you to want more, the neurotransmitters of oxytocin, inviting you to reach out, the cuddle love drug that's naturally occurring in your body, the serotonin, which is more of an enduring chemistry. All of this wonderful stuff happens. But again, you don't want to be future casting, and that's a word I made up, anticipating what life might be like without actually knowing what this
Yeah.
person truly is, who
Okay.
they are, and what it's like to be in relationship with them. That would bring you into the casual phase of a partnership. And as mammals, we'd like to be able to anticipate what an experience is going to be like. And especially if, you get a first kiss and then that's something you enjoy, you might be able to look forward to another one or another time together. Or it's like listening to your very favorite song and you're like, here comes the chorus. This is my favorite part where they da 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 da. You could listen to that forever. There's another thing that happens in the casual phase of a relationship. And that is if there's something that throws a yellow flag, like, I am not quite sure about this. And you ask the open ended questions, you make the observations. And if that goes to a red flag deal breaker in your mind, that's your signal to create distance from this person. However, if it turns to the green light go, that's the agreement handshake. That's the commitment that actually catapults you forward into chemistry again, that you're now at a different level, that you're understanding one another and you're in agreement and you can't wait because then you get to enjoy chemistry, casual, committed over and over and over again. And the way to up level a relationship through that is through communication, shared experiences. That develops respect. And over time, that's how you build trust in a partnership. So that's the process that I'm taking my readers through to trust yourself in intimate relationships and to be able to navigate challenges in relationships all along the way with confidence that even when things are hard or you have to raise difficult topics, you can raise them in a way that difficult topics aren't difficult to raise. And you know that it will bring you closer together rather than breaking you apart. That's what Find Love Now is all about.
Wow. It is unequivocal, Michelle, that you are the industry authority. I really love the way you explain. I think you're a great teacher, great guide, great coach. And yeah, it's so refreshing to meet industry experts who are not resting on their laurels. And I think that you are doing, a great job. And, sorry to hear of the loss of your husband. But, I know that you're doing a great job and he's looking down on you, continuing your amazing work and continuing on your journey. And I'm sure he's very, very proud looking down on you, Michelle.
Yeah, I want other people to have the love that we had. And if you don't know what true love truly feels like, I can help you find it. Like, even if you've never known what it feels like, it is worth all of the songs that have been written about true love, all the movies, all the stories. I mean, you're looking for that moving woman in your life, I can help you find that.
Let them know how they can get in contact with you and
All you need to do is go to theartofrelationshipping.com. At theartofrelationshipping.com, click on the golden button, put some time on my calendar, and I can't wait to help you go from alone and lonely to actually knowing what true love truly feels like, living the life of your dreams.
wow, it's been a special episode. Michelle shining like a Jackie Onassis, First Lady Presidential. She leads, she sells. Thank you, Michelle. From London to San Francisco with love. Let's go.
Let's go.